Howdy, y'all. This week was quite a week in both the YSL trial and Ashley Merchant against Fannie Willis. The Fannie Willis against Ashley Merchant trial had this clown named Dexter Bond get on the stand, and he was yelling at Ashley Merchant, telling her she was disingenuous, that basically saying that her version of practicing law was unprofessional, which is the farthest thing from the truth. She waits until she has the goods, and then she comes at you with the goods. She's well known in South Georgia for being very prepared. She don't come to trial unless she has the goods to back up what she's saying. She's very professional, very meticulous, does her research, and for this clown to get up on the stand and say that she's basically, he said she was disingenuous and that her type of practicing law should not be allowed. Well, I got news for him. Her type of law is what should be the gold standard. Don't go to court unless you had the proof to back up what you're saying. That's what she does. She investigates, she investigates, she investigates. The reason she has him in court is as follows. Georgia law says that when you make an open records request, that they have 3 days to respond to your open request record re- request. 11 days later, he sent her 44 documents out of 197, closed her request, causing her to have to reopen the request, and he sent her 0 documents until they were going to court for the lawsuit. Then he dumped on her 197 documents. That's all she ever wanted was the documents, which he told her she was not entitled to have. It's public record. She's entitled to it. When it's public record and you make a FOIA request, you are entitled to the documents. Another thing that she brought out in court was that they basically cut and pasted parts of one email and put it in a document and made it look like these 3 parts were from one email when they were actually from 3 separate emails, and they had cut and pasted out the to and the from and the subject and all of that important information. And this clown, supposed to be an attorney, stated on the record that he did not know what analytics was, and that's why he did not respond to her request for analytics. Well, you're the head of the records department. If somebody asks for analytics, you go and ask somebody what are they requesting and provide them this and so on and so forth. You don't just sit there and say, well, screw it. We're not going to respond to it because I don't know what it is. That's about half ridiculous. I just I just can't get over the stupidity of these people saying that he didn't know what rebranding was. Rebranding is anything that Fannie Willis puts her name or face on for her election campaign. That's called rebranding. He's an attorney. He should know that. He should know what rebranding is and not just say, oh, well, I don't have to reply because I don't know what that is. No. Georgia law says that you must reply within 3 days. 11 days later, he sends her less than a third of the documents and then closes out the request so that when she reopens the request, they put a charge to it. Then in order to, you know, get the rest of the documents, She has to pay now. This is about ridiculous. You know, Fani Willis is running for re-election. I would tell everyone in Fulton County, vote for Courtney Kramer. Put your politics aside. Fani Willis is running the place into the ground. It's time for new blood, and Courtney Kramer is the only new blood that's there. I would encourage you to vote for her. Don't just vote party line. Look at who you're voting for and vote for Courtney Kramer. She's very intelligent. She's from Fulton County. She was raised in Fulton County, and she's coming back to try and help the citizens of Fulton County. So let's get behind her and let's do the right thing. Thank you.